What's going on, everybody? It's Logan McSilent here. Today we're going to be doing a new tier list video. This is going to be the first tier list that I've ever done, and please forgive me if I sound exhausted or just disgusting or if I look disgusting. I just finished doing like a 4.5 hour stream. But anyway, let's just jump into the tier list. So this is the post-Sylveon-NERF tier list. For those of you who don't know, Pokemon Unite tweeted something, and maybe I can put the tweet in here. Boop! Pokemon Unite tweeted something that Sylveon was getting a nerf because I guess it was just a little bit too overpowered. I played from it. The update started at 2 o'clock in the morning my time, and it's now 4 o'clock in the morning. So I played for about 2 hours. I did a lot of friendly matches with the stream viewers. So if you guys ever want to join those, just feel free to tune into my streams. I stream every night. I don't work pretty much. And I always post it on the Discord, which I have the link in the description for, so please feel free to join us. But like I said, I'll just get started with everything. Some of these are obvious, some of these are not so obvious, and there's no Sylveon on this one. Let me get the right one. Hold up, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So here we go. This is the correct tier list. This is the one that we really wanted. Okay. So we'll go from the start and we'll work our way down. We'll just go straight on the list. I might have to adjust some things. What we're going to do is S, A, B, C, D tier. There's no tier for Garchomp this time because Garchomp actually got buffed and it's actually not super terrible anymore. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put everything in the tiers first. I'll talk you through my thought process behind everything. And then once we have the Pokemon in the tiers, let me scroll down. Let me get my camera. That'll be fine. Oh. Hold up, I can do it. No need to edit it out. There we go, perfect. Once we get the Pokemon in the tier list, or in their own respective tiers, I'll move them left to right, and I'll walk you through that too once we do that. So let's go ahead and start Venusaur right now. Venusaur at the moment is S tier. In my personal opinion, Venusaur is absolutely crazy. It's got range, it's got mobility, it's got strong attacks, it's got recovery, it's got everything. It's got everything you need. He's absolutely S tier. He probably will be nerfed in the next nerf patch that's not instant. Moving on, Gengar. I'll have Gengar C tier for now. If I need to move him, I'll move him, but I think he's C tier for now. Pretty good mobility, pretty good moves, but he's just so frail. Like, I mean, you hit him with anything, you run into a Venusaur with a Gengar, unless you're 2 levels above him, you're getting smacked. It's just kind of how it works. I don't think his ult's that good either, if we're being completely honest. Like I said, I'm a little tired, but just forgive me. We'll keep on moving. Mr. Mime, I would say Mr. Mime is either A or B tier, definitely not S tier. I'm gonna say Mr. Mime is B tier. Mr. Mime is one of the more difficult Pokemon to use if you aren't used to using Pokemon like this. You set up a wall and you push them up against it. It's really good if you know how to use it. If you know how to use it, it can be I wouldn't say it would ever be S tier. You just don't do a whole lot of damage other than confusion. If you get levels on people in confusion, oh my god, you're almost one-shotting them, or you're from half health, or you're doing about half their health. Anyway, we'll keep moving on. Snorlax is A tier. Snorlax is probably the best defender in the game, other than Crustal. Other than Blastoise, obviously. I think Blastoise is better than Snorlax still, even after the nerf. Blastoise is still very good. Great if you know how to use them. I watched Lush, I think that's how you say his name, his video the other day where he did a match. Like, he was doing like a ranked tournament. No, not ranked. It was just a tournament where he was using Snorlax. If you guys want to go check out that video, it's absolutely incredible. He really shows exactly how you should use Snorlax. His video was great. He shows that, I mean, Snorlax can be S tier if you really know how to use them, but blocking and hitting people up in the air with your Snorlax, that's exactly what you should be doing, and that's why Snorlax is A tier here. Gardevoir is C tier. I'm going to go ahead and put it above Gengar in C tier though. It has the little child issue, which is kind of something that I like to call it. Basically, the little child issue is, let's actually just make this up on the spot. I don't like to call it that. I will call it that for now. It's a little child issue. Basically, Gardevoir takes so freaking long to evolve that it's kind of pointless to use it, in my opinion, unless you know you're getting like jungle with it. And even then, you're not ganking very well. You're not doing incredibly well until you get the Gardevoir. I mean, you're doing better with Curlia than you are with Ralts, but it's just it's a whole big mess. Its Unite move is good. Psyshock is really good for taking objectives, but overall, I don't think Gardevoir is worth a pick in most matches unless you're like 5-man queuing or whatever. Absol is a B tier now. I wouldn't put Absol. I'd probably put Absol behind Mr. Mime for the time being. I think Absol is really good. It's definitely more of a niche attacker. Like if you have like 4 people who hit from distance and you just want someone who's quick and get in and get out, Absol is great. It's still frail. It hits like a truck. So I mean, it's B tier for now. If they ever boost its like HP or defense, it'll be higher. Garchomp, it's gonna be C tier for me. It's still gonna be above Gengar. It's got the little child syndrome. Like I said, you guys know Garchomp. Garchomp does damage. He gets in and gets out, but it takes so long to get him set up. But I think he's actually better than Gardevoir. I think Gabite's better than Kirlia. Is basically my reasoning behind that. Lucario still S tier. I would say better than Venusaur at this moment. Actually, we'll have to come back to that one. Anyway, Lucario is great. Still has the passive shield, which is absolutely overpowered. Probably the best Pokemon early game. It's just great. Him and Snorlax, great. He can handle lanes. If you can handle a lane by yourself, then you're doing pretty good. We'll skip that. Crustal is B tier. I would say Crustal is better than Absol. Crustal is really good. His mobility is really good. Stealth Rock is a really good move. Shell Smash is good, but I just don't feel like... I feel like with Crustal, you don't really feel like you're a part of the game. You're kind of just zooming around the map and zooming around the map and zooming around the map and doing a move and running around the map. That's how I feel when I play him, at least. I'm not really too big of a Crustal fan. Probably one of my least favorite Pokemon to play, but he's so good I kind of have to play him. Greninja is A tier. Better than Snorlax though. I don't think S tier is necessarily where Greninja should be at this point in time. Greninja's good, but when they nerfed Surf a little bit, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it hasn't been as effective for me as it usually was jungling with it. But it's still really good. It's still a very viable choice. People use it and people love it. But I think it moved down from S tier to A tier. I know I obviously don't have any prior tier lists made, but that's neither here nor there. Talonflame is S tier for the moment. It jumped. It was in like what, C tier, D tier. Talonflame is great. Being able to fly above the map, choose when you want to land, and just nuke people is crazy. It's crazy. His attack is so freaking high, dude. Oh my god. Talonflame is incredible right now. Charizard, I would say, is C tier. They haven't really made much changes other than they made its Unite move worse. I'll probably put it above Gengar, though. I mean, Charizard is just Charizard. Zeraora, I would still say Zeraora is A tier. Discharge, I was talking in my stream tonight, and I was saying, any move that puts a radius around you that continuously does damage to anyone in that radius. So we're talking Discharge, Petal Blizzard. Anybody else do that? I'm just looking around. Like Blastoise's Unite move does it too. Moves like that are just absolutely broken. Not broken, but they're like one of the best moves in the game if you can do that. So Zeraora automatically gets put up here. It's actually, for a speedster, it's fairly bulky compared to the other ones, and it's always effective. It's really good early game, really good late game. It's just great. Cinderace has moved up into S tier, in my opinion. I think Cinderace is better than Greninja. Its moves hit like a truck. It hits super fast. It's super mobile. Its Unite move is great. It's just great. Overall, I think it really improved. Eldegoss, I love Eldegoss. I am an Eldegoss main. I would still say Eldegoss is A tier. I think Eldegoss is great. It throws shields up. It makes people go faster on the field. You can bomb puff if you want to heal people. It's not really great in my opinion. But I think Eldegoss is still A tier. I looked at, they have like the top 100 players and what they main. Eldegoss, people are still playing Eldegoss in the top 100 players. I still think it's good. I wouldn't say S tier though. Cram is still A tier. I think Cram is like up here. Cram, even though they say they nerfed Cram still hits like a truck. I still love playing Cram. Cram is absolutely incredible if you know how to play him. So Cram, in my opinion, is still A tier. Blastoise, I would say Blastoise is top of A tier. I wouldn't necessarily say he's S tier anymore. You do a lot less damage than you used to be able to do, but he's so bulky. He hits so freaking hard. Blastoise is crazy. I think Blastoise is still A tier. Pikachu, actually, I don't know why. We're just going to skip Clefairy. I don't know why Clefairy is on here. Pikachu, I'd say he's like top of C tier. Pikachu is very good early game. Late game, he's kind of trash. He just doesn't ever affect the games that I'm in necessarily. And I don't know if we're going to have anyone in D tier. Maybe Slowbro. I'm probably going to put Slowbro there. But Pikachu C tier for me. I don't think I could put him any higher and feel good about it. You know what I mean? Ninetales, I'd say Ninetales is top of B tier. Ninetales is really good. He just doesn't hit super hard. If you have the right items on him, I'm sure he's solid. I really like playing Ninetales. Ninetales is very fun to play, but I just don't think that Ninetales is effective enough to put him any higher than B tier. But he would be top of B tier for me. Wigglytuff, I would say Wigglytuff is B tier, right around the Mr. Mime area. Since they nerfed Sing just a little bit, and they nerfed Wigglytuff just a little bit, I think it's dropped down. It used to be like S tier, in my opinion, because he would just dominate any game I was in. But now you don't see him as much. He's not as good. Like I said, Slowbro is going to be D tier. Anytime I see someone pick Slowbro, I'm just like, oh lord, please shoot me. Like, this is not going to go over well. Slowbro is just, they need to help him out. They really do. He's just not good at all. Machamp is probably B tier. I'll put him right behind Crustal. Machamp is really good. He's not actually bad early game. Like, a lot of people would look at Machop and be like, oh my god, trash. He's actually pretty good. I really enjoy playing Machop. He's so fun. Machamp is so fun to play. His Unite move is good. He's got Submission is really good for running down, chasing down people. But when you have like Zeraora, Cram, like when you have the people in A and S tier playing the same match, if you're completely outclassed as any level Machamp, it's just not good. Blissey is A tier. Great support player. I don't think that Blissey is overpowered. Some people think Blissey's overpowered. Now keep in mind, I'm keeping a lot of this from solo queue experience. I don't play a whole lot of ranked, unless if I do, I play with duos and I'm not talking to the other person. Toad. But I don't know. I think that Blissey is A tier. I wouldn't put Blissey any lower than A tier. I wouldn't put Blissey any higher than A tier. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and rearrange all the Pokemon and put them in the correct orders, but it's all good for now. Mamoswine. Mamoswine's really good. I'll say Mamoswine's probably A tier too. Mamoswine, there's a lot of A tier Pokemon right now. Mamoswine's really good. Once again, I'm gonna have to go back in and edit this around a little bit. I think Mamoswine is really good. He's solid early game. He just takes a little bit longer to evolve. But once you get past Swinub and your Piloswine, you're really not that bad. You're actually you're bulky, you hit hard, you have a lot of CC. It's really good. And last but not least, we have Sylveon. Sylveon, I think, would be actually top of B tier. I don't think I could put it any higher and feel great about it. Now that they've nerfed Mystical Fire and Hyper Voice, it's just it is fast. It does hit pretty decently hard, but if you just get behind it, because most people are gonna run Hyper Voice, if you just get behind it, you basically kill it every time. So I don't know. I don't think it's bad per se. I wouldn't say it's as good as it was S tier before this nerf. After the nerf, I would say it's probably B tier. But yeah, let me pause the video really quick. I'm gonna go adjust this thing. Some things I'm probably gonna move Gengar down to D tier while I do that. But I'm gonna switch everything around and I'll come right back to you. Okay. Alright guys, I think I have this exactly where I want it. What I did, I moved Blastoise up from A tier to S tier. I feel like Blastoise is just that good. It's so bulky. It's just, I mean, it's deserving of the S tier rank. I moved Blissey from farther to the right in A tier to farther to the left. Honestly, if you play solo queue, you can put it below Cram. If you play with a group of people, you can put it above Cram. It's so beneficial in team fights. The speed, the damage, all that stuff, the boost, healing, it's just great. It's great if you can play with people who know what they're doing, know how to play with it. What else did I do? Let's see. I moved Crustal past Mr. Mime, just personal preference. I think that Crustal is just more effective in more scenarios. Like I said, I moved Gengar down to the D tier. I think D tier is very poor. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Like I said, the Sylveon nerf really hindered it, but it still makes it's still viable. Like you could still use it in Ultra or Master ranked games, and it would still be completely effective. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. We're on the push right now to 150 subs. We're at 147 right now after my stream. So thank you guys so much for checking this video out. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I stream a couple nights a week, usually late at night, for those of you guys who are up late at night. But I'm going to have more content coming out soon, some more tips and tricks. I'm going to start doing those. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. And take care and peace out, y'all.